Okay, so after the break, little 1 minute break, we are in again. And yeah, the students are joining in. Brilliant. Other students are joining in. Many students are joining in. Thank you. Hope this is helpful. Hope you do well in your exam. This is our third part of the, what do you call it, revision. The students are joining in. Okay, let's get going one by one. Okay. The following errors have been made in the following in the accounting records of Beacon traders. Tick to show which of the errors below are and are not disclosed by the trial balance. What did I say? Core errors not shown by trial balance. Is that okay? Not shown. Others are shown. So errors disclosed by trial balance, which creates suspense. Errors not disclosed, not shown by trial balance will still balance. Trial balance will still balance. So other students are still joining. Yeah. Reading the first one. A bank payment for telephone expense has been recorded on the debit side of both cash book and telephone expense, written twice. Debit side. Both one side, sorry, one side. There is no credit. Recorded on the debit side of both cash book and telephone expense. If you pay a bank expense, how do you do the double entry basically? Through, cash book or bank, you pay the telephone expense. Isn't it telephone expense debit and bank credit? Yeah, that's what should have been done, shouldn't it? But they did both of these debit. That will create a suspense. This is not a core error. Yeah. One-sided, both items written. Yeah. Next one, a payment record in the bank account for vehicle repair. Enter in the vehicle account. Vehicle is a non-current asset. Non-current asset. Repair is a revenue expenditure. That one is a capital expenditure. What type of error is this? What is the name of this error? Come on, to quickly write it down to me. What is the name of this error? Write it. Let me see your writings. Who is writing? I just said in my last video, expense into the asset or asset in the expense. When you write it, what do you call it? Who writes me? Is it an error of commission, omission, principal? Or maybe between commission and principal? Which one it is? Can't take that long. Yeah, it's principal. Principal, come on. Error principal, core error. Was not shown by the disclosed by the trial balance. Sales invoice omitted, core error. The balance of purchase return account has been calculated incorrectly. Like it was meant to be £50, you have recorded £60. Your trial balance will not balance. It will create a suspense account. And last one, the bank payment of this much stationery has been recorded at this much. Error of what? Come on, everybody, write it down. Do you hear me? Is my voice clear? At least write yes or no. Yeah. The third one, you are getting a little slow down. Who writes me? Do you hear me? Shanja, yes, clear, Shanja, thank you. Brilliant. Okay. Okay, 85, recurrent 58. What type of error is this? What is the name of this error? Come on. Original entry. It is called bad figure. Bad figure. Original entry. Error of original entry. Error. Okay. 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 Now, Shanja, I'm going to unmute yourself. I'm asking you unmute. Unmute yourself, please. Now, please. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, read this one. Next question. An amount.
So an amount has been entered into the accounting system at £65 instead of 56.
What type of error is this?
So is this error of commission?
This is this error, Shanja. Don't worry getting it wrong. But why commission? Commission is writing a wrong account and writing a bad figure, wrong figure instead of 65.50, just like 58.85. Is this a original entry? I said. So this is original entry. You need to think and get me the answer. Okay. Sanjay, you can go mute. Don't worry. Claire, can you please unmute yourself? Yes, read it, please. A business
A
bought.
business bought furniture used in the office and credit from the supplier.
Credit from a supplier. Loudly, yeah, loudly.
Sorry, in the office on credit from the supplier, the furniture was delivered scratch and is returned to the supplier. How should the return of the furniture be recorded in the accounting system of the business?
Yeah, it's a return. You see? It's a return.
Purchases return journal.
Okay, making you correct. Furniture, purchase return and sales return we use for goods only. Yeah, goods buying or goods selling. This is a little tricky question. Don't worry, I'm helping you. So that's for goods only, but this is a non-current asset we're returning. When we bought the non-current asset, asset was debit, like furniture was debit, wasn't it? Furniture debit, yeah. When we buy, furniture debit, and the payables credit. Credit was payables because that was a credit purchase, payables. But now we are getting rid of this. We're getting rid of it. So our furniture should go down. Furniture would be credit. So this is the only one answer. They said furniture credit. Furniture credit, supplier debit. A liability going down, a furniture going down. We write it to the general journal. This is an unusual item. Yeah, this is an unusual item. That was slightly tricky. Yeah, why you can't say purchase return? Because this is not a goods. This is not a goods, okay? Okay, you can go unmute yourself. Don't worry. Okay. And now, mute yourself. Yeah, thank you. That's brilliant. Number 4. I think we should do it together. Suspense account. For suspense account, in my video, which was a very popular video, you saw it, 44,000 views already. Suspense account, you will be given with some correction, error of correction. You need to correct it. And how? You look for the obvious error, correct it. Opposite entry will be suspense account. I repeat, the obvious error, we will do debit or credit. The opposite account will be suspense. How? Let me show you. And before that, like generally, suspense account, there will be a trial balance difference. Like, let me show you the next question here. The debit side 364, 589, credit side is 363. So there is a shortage in credit side, isn't it? If you want to make it similar, the shortage, that is called trial balance difference. And that's what we record on a TBD, trial balance difference, whatever is the figure. Yeah, whatever is the figure. That's how we do generally. And then look for the entries, read it, correct it, record into the suspense account. How do you do it? First one. A credit balance or the purchase return. Generally, purchase return is generally a credit account. It's better to write this one, purchase return. It is a credit account. A credit balance, the purchase return account has brought down as this. Has brought down as 345. Whereas it should have been more. Whereas it should have, like, it at the beginning, it should have been 354. But did you do it? We didn't do it. Mistake by mistake, we did 345. 345. But is it correct? Answer is no. 354 is correct, isn't it? How do you do it? Get rid of it first. Yeah. So purchase return debit. How do you get rid of it? Do you cancel in accounting? We write the opposite side. Purchase return debit 345 was wrong because it should be this 345. Purchase return debit, suspense credit. Please do remember. Purchase return debit, suspense credit. That's how you do. I have done in a T format. You can do a debit credit format like purchase return DR or CR if you meant to do purchase return debit 345, suspense credit 345. That's how we suspense credit. Or we can go through the elimination way. This is the first one. This is just the eliminated, and then we need to put the entry, don't we? Then we need to put the correct entry. And how do you do the correct entry? The account should have been this. The account should have been 354 on the credit side. Write it down. 354 suspense credit, purchase return credit, suspense debit. Suspense debit. Like obvious error we corrected, opposite is suspense, 354. Purchase return. That's how you do. You can go through the elimination way here as well. Get the difference, maybe £9 is the difference. You could have written £9 here, purchase return. First thing first. That was slightly deep. The second one is easy. Purchase account has been undercast. Purchase is a debit account. We need to make it higher. So what do we need to do? We need to make it debit. So purchase account debit, which is obvious error we correcting. Purchase account debit. What is credit? Suspense credit. Suspense credit by 100. So go on the credit side, write down 100, write down purchase. You can say purchase under cost or just purchase. Number 3. 3 is also a little deep, interesting. Follow me carefully. Discount received 35 has been entered to the debit of the discount received account. Now, discount received is an income. Can you put on the debit side? Now, what did you do? Discount received 35. It should have received discount received account. Should have written here, shouldn't it? But did you write it? No. Where did you do? What did you do? 35 debit. Is it correct? No. You need to make it correct. How do you make it correct? At first, get rid of it. Write down 35 here. So it cancel each other. So discount received credit, suspense debit. Okay? 35 suspense. The debit side. Discount received credit, suspense debit. That's how you eliminate it. Like it's a zero situation. Yeah. But you need to put the entry. You need to put the original entry, which is discount received should have written. So write it down again. Discount received credit, suspense debit. Again, right. You could have written 70 together. You can write separately. Separate is the best answer. Suspense. Now, do we have any? We are looking for the balance here. There is no trial balance difference given, so we need to check which side is bigger. Can anybody do it for me? Which side is bigger? 345, 445 is the other side. Looks like this side is bigger, isn't it? 445, yeah? 445, yes. Only 2 items. 445 minus, the first one was 354 minus 354. Minus 35, minus 35, you're left with 21. That is your TBD. 21 is trial balance difference. See how we done it? Let's reveal the answer. Let's see how did they do it. Well, these are given as a homework. Some of the, and we skipped chapter 9. We'll come back here in chapter 12. Here we go. We have done it. We do this way. And both of these were D. Remember this one, 21. They said opening balance, call it trial balance difference is the right answer. Trial balance difference. Again, they said opening balance. Okay, there is no sin saying it opening balance, but basically it is a trial balance difference. Yeah. That's how you do, people. They gone through the 70, 35 is still correct. They gone through this elimination way. You could have gone through 9. It still gives you 21, the difference way. People, there was suspense account. Same thing you do. I'm asking you, all of you, giving you 1 minute for this one. Discount allowed has been overcast by 100. So what is debit? What is credit? Tell me. How do you make it correct? This creates a suspense. Overcast, undercast always creates a suspense. Discount allowed, overcast. That's a mistake. How do you do the suspense? What do you do debit? What do you do credit? Think and tell me. What is debit? What is credit? Discount allowed is an expense. It is already overcast. Make it undercast. Come on, Claire, Shanja, Oli, give me the answer. Oli, you join later. Yeah. So, Hib, what do you think about it? Maximum 10 seconds given. Tick tock, tick tock. How do you do? How do you make it correct? Discount allowed is overcast. Make it undercast. If you want to make it undercast, is it debit or credit? Discount allowed account. Need to make your discount allowed. Come on, write it down. DR, CR. Yeah, CR. Yeah, discount allowed. Discount. Shanja, come on, write it down. You can't sleep, yeah? Discount allowed. Discount allowed credit because they're making it down. Yeah. Figure is given. This only 100. Write down 100, yeah? Discount allowed credit. Suspense debit. Suspense debit 100. Discount allowed was shown higher. We're just making it down lower. Yeah. Thanks for the participation. But that's how we do. I'm skipping these things, giving you as a homework because we've got to go the next topic. And almost 2 hours we are finishing. Yeah. Oh, let's do this question together. This is increased decrease number 5. Question number 5. This question comes up. Yeah. No. Okay. Let's go with the one. Like they said, complete the following table. Identify the amount, if any, by which the profit for the year of Emma would be affected. Like when you do the correction, we have down our discount. We reduced our discount by 100 because of reduction discount. What's going to happen? Your expense going to go up or down? Write down. If you reduce your discount, your expense going to go down. If your expense going to go down, just write it down in the, yeah. Don't be lazy. If your expense goes down, is your income goes up, down, no change? Which one? Tell me. Expense going down and profit going? Come on. Yeah. Up. Don't be lazy, yeah? Yeah, 100. And you get a mark. Yeah. Yeah, Ollie, thank you. Up, just up. Up or down? Yeah, up. Boom. You got a mark. Yeah? And remember, it's a pound sign. You need to write 100, not a tick. Tick ain't going to give you a mark. You're going to get 0 if you tick it. Be careful with that. Sometimes they give you 000 at the top. Be careful with that. 1000. Yeah, you can't write the full figure. You need to go along with that. Okay. Now, I will go through one more item. Bank payment 68 for vehicle expense has been recorded as this in the vehicle expense account. This at first, this is a one-sided bank payment for vehicle expense has been recorded 16 in the vehicle expense account. They never said only, but it is vehicle expense account only is the wrong. Here's the little tricky is there, of course. Vehicle expense only wrong. Your bank account is not a wrong. Bank account is absolutely correct. Bank payment 68 is correct. Like vehicle expense debit, bank credit is correct. No, hold on, Toheb. I'll show you. Hold on, Shanja. It's a profit. Bank payment, vehicle expense has been recorded 86 in the expense account. 86 is not a right answer. 86 is a wrong. This is right. 68 should have been. So you've shown your expense higher already by some amount. By some how much? 68, 86. 86 minus 68. 18 pound. You've shown your expense higher by 18. You need to make it down by 18. So if your expense goes down, your profit should go up by 18. Yeah. You see? Thank you, Shanja. 18. So you have to read it carefully. You can't ignore it. These are some challenging. So I have already done 2, and this is going to create suspense. Yes, 18 you can take into the suspense on the debit side, suspense debit, and the expense credit. That's how you do. Or you can go through the elimination way. Like this is wrong, you eliminate it and put this one back. That's how you can go in. Let me show you the answer. They gone through the elimination. You can take the 18 only 18 here, still right answer. Still it will balance. And that's how you do. Okay. Any balance sheet item will not affect it. Like this time, bank payment office stationery has been debited to the equipment. Reduced profit is still. Stationery is an expense. There's nothing which is no effect. Everything is affecting either up or down. I've done a little bit. Rest you got to do. And yeah, another chapter. Control account. After control, we will come back to the adjustments, income statement, balance sheet, control account. I have super duper couple of videos on control account. Have a look here. Where are you? This is a bank reconciliation. You can see, yeah. Here is a 34K view control account. I have another one I remember, maybe one or two, whatever it is, watch it, gonna be helpful. Only 5-10 minutes videos, definitely gonna be. There are two types of SLCA, sales ledger control account, and PLCA, purchase ledger control account. Sales ledger means, is this a sales account? Trade receivables, do you remember? Trade receivables, and receivables is a debit account, current asset. And trade payables, PLCA is a trade payables, PLCA, credit account. So, it's good to remember the pro forma, you know, SLCA. What is the pro forma? Balance BD on the debit side, credit sales on the debit side. Everything else is on the credit side, yeah? Plus the debit minus on the credit if it goes down. Like they paid us through bank, down here. Any discount allowed, down, credit. Sales return, credit. Contra, when receivables and payables the same person. And a bad debt, irrecoverable debt, credit. These are the popular items. And that's it. You do total, you'll see this side bigger, debit side bigger. Written it, take away all of it. CD becomes BD. Boom, job done. Sweet and simple. Same way you do PLCA. And a PLCA account, balance BD on the credit side, do you agree? Then credit purchases on the credit side, do you agree? We have done at the beginning of the lesson, fashion frock, you remember? These are the two popular items. If it goes up, you write on the credit side. If it goes down, you write on the debit side. It's a liability. Bank, discount received, makes it down. Bank means we paid them, yeah? Contra, set off, very often we pull it. These are that. Any dishonor check we write on the other side, yeah? Any dishonor check. Then we do total. This side is bigger, credit side, written down here, take away all the items. Remaining is CD, balance CD becomes balance BD. Simple. Let's do one. Number 3, basically. Prepare a PLCA. Let's see. Yeah, PLCA, okay. Balance BD on the credit side, purchase. This is credit purchase, credit side. Cash purchase doesn't go on the cash sales. Cash purchase does not create SLCA or PLCA. Payments to payables on the debit side. Do you agree? Yeah, goes on the opposite side like this. Payment means this bank payment we paid. You remember the pro forma, life is easy. You remember the double entry, life is easy. This is from receivables, just to confuse you, they gave you, not needed. Or if they told you to do the SLCA, we can do it. Sales return, not needed for PLCA, purchase return on the debit side. Discount allowed, not needed, discount received on the debit side. Now, this is an interesting one. That's why I'm doing this question or showing you. Debit balance on the sales ledger set of contra. Oh, this is contra. This is contract, debit side. Check paid. No, the one I was expecting is maybe next question. Check paid to trade payables cancelled. Dishonor check. Yeah, this is on the credit side going to be. Let's check this one. Number 3, question number 3. Balance BD, purchase, only 2 items. Bank means paid, return, discount, contra, and this is dishonored. The last item I showed you. 842, we said credit. So easy, right? Add it up together. I got this side bigger, written it here, take away all the items, balance CDB. I'm going through a very popular theory question, very popular, comes in the exam. Look at the question. What did they ask you? Explain how the purchase ledger control, people. This is a control, the one we just write down here. Is a what do you mean by control? All the individual accounts, when you add up together, like we are purchasing from Mr. A, B, C, D, we have 50 suppliers. We're purchasing from them. Added up together makes it control. Simple. With the sales ledger, purchase ledger. Receivables or payables, no matter. Control. So we have individual accounts. Added up together makes it control. A, B, C. These are individual, A, B, C. Added up together, balance BD, we put it. All the purchases added up together, we put it here. Likewise. So the question asking you, explain how purchase ledger control, which is a total account, can be used to verify the balances in the purchase ledger. Purchase ledger means individual. Individual. Purchase ledger is individual. Control is total. Please do remember, yeah? How do you verify the balances are correct? Like, for example, you know, our balance BD here, 36,547. How do you know this is correct? We know when A, balance BD, bottom, B and C, we add all these 3, we add up, like one is 20,000, one is 10,000, one is 6,547. You understanding me? For A 20, for B 10, and for C 6,547. Altogether makes it 36,547. That makes our accounts are correct. Our calculations are correct. That's what you need to write it down here. That's what being asked here. Have a look. The balance of purchase ledger control account, which is this balance, should agree with the total of the individual, which is this basically. It should agree with that. If it is, then it's correct. If it is not, then there is an error for 3 to 4 marks. Yep. Brilliant. And explain one limitation. There are so many limitations, like error of omission, commission. If it happens, you will not understand. Yeah. If you forget to write something, error of omission happen, you will do purchase ledger. It will balance. Your individual will balance. Your total will balance. Control account will balance. Make sense? Yeah. Like omission, missed post, doesn't it? Simple. Nice. Yeah. Good. Similar way, this one, SLCA. 1, 2. These are the 2 popular items. Then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 is a dishonor check to remember. Yeah, this check or part of it, all of it could be dishonored. Then you do balance sheet. That's how you do. 1, I wanted to discuss, and the theory is same thing. How the balance control account verifies with the individual account or sales ledger. We check the control account balance and we add up the individual. If it agrees, then it's correct. If it doesn't, there must be something wrong. They're asking you 2 types of error, omission, commission, you can write. Those you cannot figure it out through using this one. Yep. Little bit of error and correction, like suspense account type of it. Along with that, you can have a sales ledger or purchase ledger, like up or down. Yeah. For example, balance brought down, BD, sales ledger control account should have been 18,780. 18,070, but how much they have written? 8,870. This is wrong, but can you just cross it and write? In accounting, we don't do. We get the difference. Like, let me erase it. We have written 18,870, but they said 18,780. That means it's down. It should go down. How do you make it down? How do you make your SLCA down? By writing on the other side, don't you? By writing on the other side. Maybe the 90 is the difference. You write it down like this. This is error of correction you do. Yeah. Have a look. Number 4, sales journal undercast. Sales journal means sales daybook. Sales daybook means total sales, credit sales. Credit sales has shown lower. So you need to make your sales higher. If you make your sales higher, you need to make it right down here, don't you? 1,000 here. Sales goes on the debit side of your SLCA, right? There are so many benefits of doing it. Yep. Like it helps you to find out errors, arithmetical accuracy, then fraud can be detected even here. Here is the fraud. It helps you to do the SLCA, which you take into the balance sheet. So these are the, what do you call it? Advantages. People, we have already completed 2 hours. It was meant to be 3 hours. We're still on. We will be carrying on. And we're on to the, look at the 48 page I'm dealing. We have already covered all the items. Little bit of trial balance I didn't do. Trial balance should look like this, yeah? The most easy, DR, CR. Don't worry about it. Yeah. At the end, it should agree. If it is 1,000 here, it should 1,000 there. Debt click or Pearls should help you. Cash book we have done, reconciliation, control we just done, suspense we done a little bit. Yeah, we're going to talk about a bit of accruals, prepayments, irrecoverable debt, depreciation. Then we do the sole trader and final accounts. Yeah. Okay, let's go to page number 48. Tell me, what do you mean by accrued expense with bit of expenses? Examples, write it down. Don't be sleepy people, yeah? Be worky people. Write it down, please. Accrued expense. Whatever you understand, write it down. Whatever is your thought. Come on. What do you mean by accrued expense? Anybody? Who wants to answer me? Yeah. Expenses that hasn't been paid. Brilliant. Go ahead. Yeah, that's correct. The expense is not paid yet. Haven't been paid. Outstanding. Due. So many things I said. Outstanding, due, not yet paid. Yeah. You get 1 mark for that, but this is for 2 marks. How do you get another mark? Tell me. What is the other mark? Give an example. Give an example, yeah. What is the example? Rent due, telephone expense due. Yeah, will be paid next year. Owing suppliers. Yeah, that's correct. Okay, we have 10 minutes-ish for the next break. That's how you do. Prepaid expense, the expense paid in advance for the next year. That's a current asset. You get 1 mark just writing that. That's a current liability here. You get 1 mark for just writing that. Haven't been paid, you get already 1 mark. Another example 1. You see, also I said 2 marks, you can get 3 marks here. What if it's the 3 marks question? You're going to get that. Wow. Let's expense. Yeah, this is. Have you ever heard of Papala? Anybody? P-A-P-A-A-L-L-A. If it is not, please watch my video on Papala somewhere, maybe given. I don't know where about, but at my channel on the bottom somewhere. Which here it is. Not many views. 11,000. Still 11,000. Papala. Only 4 minutes video. Gonna help you dealing accruals and prepayments. Like P-A-P-A-L-L-A. Papala, I said it. This is opening, this is closing. Generally, closing accrued, we add. And closing prepaid, we minus. Please do remember, yeah? Whatever I'm saying, write it down. Just don't look at it. Write it down. Okay, so opening, I said accrued, add. Opening, closing accrued, add. Closing prepaid, less. So prepaid, less. You see? Accrued, add. So that's your closing. Papala. If it is, what if it is opening? You might have opening prepaid, you already saw it. You add. Accrued, you less. Considering this, we're going to do this answer here. Following information available. Year end is very important, people. 30th June 2017. Year end is very important. Credit balance brought forward. Balance BD. Already they said on the credit side. In a T account, what type of, this is an expense rent. This is a rent account. So this is an expense account. Debit. If you want to add debit, if you want to minus credit. Yeah. They already said credit balance brought. They never said accrued or prepaid. If it is a credit balance, BD, on the credit side, 475. This is opening. And we minus A. Which formula is coming in? This one, isn't it? Opening accrued. Do you agree with me? It's a minus side. It's opening accrued. Payments during the year. How do you do this one? It's a bank payment. So your bank account going down and rent is an expense. So in the rent account, you write on the debit side 6380 and bank going down, bank credit. And debit balance brought down. Debit balance brought down. This is 1st of July. So I'm going to do this way, a little tricky way. I used CD. CD becomes BD. This BD is 650 and CD is 650. Yeah. In between, we get income statement. So 6380, 6380. Rewritten it. 6380. Take away this 2. Come on. Can anybody do it on your calculator? I'm doing a digital calculator. 6380 minus both of it. 475 minus 650. 5255. That's the answer. Changing the color of my pen. 5255. This is the balancing figure. Do you see how to do it? Now, if I ask you, they said balance BD. What is this? This 650. Is a closing balance, but is it accrued or prepaid? Who gives me the right answer? Closing CD. Is it accrued or prepaid? I can help you. It's a minus. Closing CD minus, which is this. So accrued or prepaid, come on, write it down. Closing minus, this is prepaid. Yeah, can't be sleepy, people. Achha, who is awake? Show me your hands. So you can raise your hands with the, like I'm still on. Or anybody already falling asleep? We are going to the balance sheet, income statement balance sheet. Raise your hands. Yeah, you can raise your hands like this, thumbs up. Did you see my thumbs up, people? Yeah, I can see the thumbs up. Brilliant. Okay, raise. Shan just says raise, but you can raise the hands, thumbs up anyway. Okay. Okay. Toheb is there. Everybody's there though, but a little scared of us answering. Moving on to our last part. And I will give you this one as a homework. Not homework, coursework. I will take a 10 minutes break. Then I'll come back after 4 minutes. So this is the trial balance. You'll given a trial balance in the exam, and you'll be given some adjustments, not 4 adjustments, many adjustments will be given. Okay, 5, 6, 7, 8 adjustments. Inventory. Do you agree this is a closing inventory? And how do you do it? Please do remember all the items will hit twice, once in the income statement, once in the balance sheet, or maybe twice in the balance sheet, or maybe twice in the income statement. But every adjustment you will have to deal with twice. Okay, every adjustment. Inventory, closing inventory. Tell me, why do we treat it? In the income statement, we minus from the cost of goods sold, isn't it? Opening inventory plus purchase plus closing inventory, don't we? Yeah, maybe purchase return or carrying inward, we add less. That's one. In the income statement. How about in the balance sheet? It's financial position. This is a current asset. Make sense? I would like you to read this one first and do the workings. Working one. For closing inventory, you don't need to do any working. For depreciation, yes. Straight line method of depreciation. They said 5 years. And you can sell it for £800. So what is the formula for a straight line? The cost of the vehicle, the shop fittings, yeah? The cost of the shop fittings. Go at the top. Shop fitting, here we go. From this, you minus the 800 divided by the number of years. How many years? 4, 5, 5 years. 5 years, you divide, you get debt-free, don't you? In the income statement, again, every adjustment hits twice. In the income statement, that's an expense. In the balance sheet, how do you do? Cost minus accumulate. Like with this debt-free, that debt-free will be added. The trial balance debt-free. Then you minus it. The second one, you must do a proper big working number 1 and do it, yeah, and refer it W1. I will show you. Rent, unpaid means due. If it's unpaid, you add. Please do remember, I told you. And this, in the income statement, we add with our rent, like whatever is our rent. Where is rent? Here we go, rent plus 250 or whatever is added. Show it as an expense. And 250 is a current liability. Yep, current liability. An annual basis rate is this for December. 3 months have been paid in advance. So divided by 12 times by 3, that is paid in advance. That's a current asset. That should be minus whatever is the figure. People, I will take a break in 1 minute, but you will carry on doing. You'll at least the workings, yeah? They said do the income statement. Not the balance sheet. Come on. They didn't say the balance sheet. How come? Only the income statement. Life is even easy. Yeah. So it's 10 past 11. I'm taking a break. I need a coffee. Yeah, I'm doing talkie. So I need a coffee. It's a coffee break. We will see you at 11:20. Okay, people? So it's a break time. You can do the question, at least the working, or you can take a rest. Enjoy your tea or coffee. See you exactly 11:20. Bye now.